Hey friends, perhaps you are someone out there looking how to get started investing today, but you're just not quite sure where to go. Well, my name is Jason, and who am I? I used to work for HSBC Bank before I left my career and started traveling the world as a professional dancer, and now I spend most of my time investing in the financial markets. I want to help you create financial success and also leverage your money so that you are making money in a smarter way by investing, because a lot of people are not invested in the stock market and they don't know how to start investing, and that is something that I want to teach you through this channel. And you're going to have insights, obviously, if you subscribe to this channel, into individual stock picks that I own into my portfolio, tips and tricks on how to make a lot of money and accumulate and compound your money over time, literally through pushing a few buttons on your phone, because technology is so amazing these days and it is so easy and simple to invest. It has never been easier. So currently I hold an account with Trading 212. Trading 212 are a brokerage firm here in the UK and throughout Europe, and you can open up an account with them online and you can use an app to buy fractional shares of a company. Now, what does a fractional share mean? It means that if I wanted to buy into a company such as Apple, for example, I would not have to actually purchase the full share amount. I could actually just purchase a tiny position by owning about a fraction of a share. So if I wanted to own 0.1% of Apple share, for example, and I didn't have enough money to obviously buy a full share, which is roughly about $122 at this current moment, I could actually just put £10 into the stock, or less or more, depending on what I want to leverage into that share. So investing has obviously been made very, very easy these days, but there are a lot of things that you do need to know, that there are risks associated with investing, and also if there are any type of fees moving forward. Now, I actually use Trading 212. Believe it or not, they do not charge any fees whatsoever with depositing, withdrawing money, or buying or selling stocks. So you might be asking me, wait, that sounds very fishy. How do they make money then? Well, they actually have another platform for CFD we are not going to go into today, and that is how they make most of their money. And there is a tiny spread, about a pence on maybe every share that you buy, which they take out when you buy a stock, but you don't know it comes out because they actually take it out before you actually buy the stock, when they are leveraging their position with you. So it's always important to note that there are always risks involved when you are trading in the financial markets. It is very exciting when it's new and we are diving our toes in learning how we can actually exponentially grow and compound money over time. If, for example, I was going to invest £10,000 into the S&P 500 index, which looks at the top 500 performing companies in the US index, I could expect to see an average of 10% return every single year, and that is measured over the last 50 years. The average return on the S&P 500 has averaged out at 9.8%, which is a huge deal. So obviously, if you were to leave your money in a bank account, you might be lucky if you got 1% interest per year. Obviously, you can see by leveraging your money into a brokerage account and buying the S&P 500, you could expect to compound your money at 10% growth every single year. Now, obviously, the risk involved is, of course, as much as it is exciting to gain money, you can also lose money just as quickly. So I do have to make it aware that obviously there is always a risk involved when you are going to trade in the financial markets. But as long as you have done your due diligence and obviously you've done your research and you know where you're putting your money and you're not just blindly throwing money at the stock market, which is gambling, then of course you should be fine, because that's what investing is all about. It's not about gambling, it's about learning about what stocks and shares you understand, and obviously where you can see projections of certain companies going in the future, and if they're hitting those targets and those milestones, we should always see an exponential increase over the average of 5 to 7 years, and that way you can really start to compound interest on your account, and that is what the power of investing is all about. So how does one go about getting started? Well, the first thing that I would say is, if you are someone that is completely new and you are a beginner, then I would recommend practicing trading in a demo account. So what does this mean? On Trading 212 and with many other brokerages around the world, you can actually open up a fake bank account, which obviously you would trade with fake money in against the live markets. That way you can get familiar with how to buy and sell a share. You can also start to have a play and understand the app before actually you're popping your real life earned cash, which is obviously very important, into the brokerage, because that is something that you do not want to play with, because that is obviously something that you've worked hard for, and we never want to gamble. We always want to make sure that we have done our research, because obviously we only want to put money in stocks that we know are going to do well in the long run. And please please know I'm not a financial advisor, so do make sure to do all of your own research and due diligence first, because this is just for entertainment purposes only. And so guys, if you would like to get yourself a free share valued up to £100, then do be sure to click on my link, which I will leave in the description below, and me and you will both benefit from a free share from Trading 212 up to the value of £100. So right now I'm just going to get my phone and we're actually going to go into Trading 212. So I've actually gone to trading212.com, and on here I'm going to click on the top corner. Obviously I'm doing this from my phone, you can also do this on your desktop. I'm going to open an account here at the bottom, and obviously you can open up a practice account here, or you can open up a real-time account with real money. So right now I'm actually going to open up a real money account just to show you how easy it is. You select your country, we click next. Obviously we're going to type our name, so I'm just going to put Jason, and then I'm going to put a fake number in here. Once we've done that, obviously we're going to pop our date of birth in, and now it's asking us which country we pay taxes in, and now it's going to ask us for our national insurance number. Then it's going to ask us for an address. Now that we've done that, it's actually going to ask us which account type we would like to open. So the account type that we would like to open is, of course, a Trading 212 Invest account, or we would like to open up a Trading 212 Invest ISA. So now an ISA, obviously we can put up to £18,000 in, and that money is actually going to be tax free, and obviously we will not be taxed on anything that we gain on those £18,000. So obviously if you do have already an ISA, then make sure to check on the UK Gov site whether or not you can actually have two ISAs open at the same time. I do believe that you can actually have an ISA open and also a trading ISA, because they are differently associated. And if you then obviously have enough money in your ISA, you can also then pop the rest of your money into the Trading 212 Invest account. I have money in both accounts, and obviously there are a few stocks and shares that are missing on the ISA account, just to be aware of. So sometimes you'll be looking for a stock and you'll think, why is it not on here? But it is actually just in the Invest account, you just can't see it on the ISA. So that's just something to be aware of course, when you are trading. So now it comes up with a warning. We're just going to click OK. It's going to ask us to select our currency. So obviously I'm going to be in Great British Pounds because I'm from England. And then it's going to obviously ask us a few questions about my savings and of course my financial position, which of course is to be expected, because this is essentially opening up a bank account. And obviously we are going to be putting our hard-earned money into this broker firm, so they want to make sure that obviously we're a real person and they want to be protected as much as we do with our finances, which is why there are so many questions here involved with opening up the account. Now it's going to ask us how we plan on depositing money from our savings account, or a pension, for example, or inheritance. Now it's going to ask us if we are employed, and then it's going to ask us what our occupation is. And of course, if you're new to trading, then the next answer, number of trades in a CFD platform, will of course be 0. Average monthly deposit that you plan on investing, and of course if you have had any years experience. And again, this doesn't matter, they just want to have an idea of whether you are someone that has invested before, so obviously they can assist you further if you ever need help. And it's going to ask you if you have any previous or professional experience and qualifications to understand the risk of trading in CFDs. So obviously you can type yes or no for that. And basically what that means is, have you actually invested in the stock market before, and do you know what you're doing? So obviously just answer through some of these questions appropriately. If you click no, then obviously just click next. So then it's going to ask you this question: if you have deposited £3,000 and the leverage ratio is 1 to 10, what is the maximum amount you could trade with us? Of course, the answer to that is going to be 30,000, because it is essentially them leveraging you 10 times the money. For every pound that you put in, they will give you £10 back. So obviously that means that you can leverage with a CFD platform of £30,000 if you were to put only £3,000 in. But we don't need to get into that. That's another story for another video. So my position may be closed when my account is running at a loss. I have not responded to a notification that free margin value has dropped. Again, these are just more things to be aware of, obviously, if you were invested in the CFD platform with leverage, but we are not going to be doing that today. We are going to be opening up an invest account. Approximate amount per year which you intend to trade in CFDs. Obviously, we're just going to put 100 to 19,000. And of course, once you confirm through there, it's just going to ask you to sign up through email. I'm actually going to exit this now because I don't need this here on my screen. And of course, there you should have now your Trading 212 account open. So congratulations. And simply to deposit money, it is very easy. So we're going to talk about depositing money next. So once I load up my app, I'm actually going to go into the bottom right hand corner where we have the 3 lines over here. Once we've done that, we can simply go to manage funds, and then it's as easy as depositing or withdrawing funds just like that. If I wanted to buy a stock of Amazon, for example, I would click on the search bar, magnifying glass at the bottom, I would go up to the top, and then I would type in Amazon. And once I've clicked on that, I could simply click buy a share of Amazon, and I can move this around, obviously, if I wanted to buy a fractional share for just £10. So I own 0.0044% of a share of Amazon, because of course they are $3,209. Then of course I could own just a tiny piece of a share. If I wanted to own a full share, of course, I can type that in there willingly. Once I have done that, I could type review order, and then it will tell me that there is no cost of commission because the commission is free. And of course, it will tell us the amount of the share is, and of course the cost it's going to cost us to buy that share. Once we have sent that order, that is actually going to confirm that we now own that share, and at any point we can sell that share in time and we can withdraw our money back if need be. So it is simply as easy as that to start investing in the stock market today. All you need is 10 minutes of your time to download Trading 212 and to have a play around perhaps in a practice account first. So I really do hope that you got some really valuable information out of this video today. And if you did, make sure to smash the thumbs up for me, because it really does help out with the YouTube AI. And if you do have any questions about trading, then please let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to respond to your comments as soon as I can. I hope to see you in the next video. I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite stock picks for this year and moving into 2021, where I'm positioning myself in the electrical vehicle companies, because that is where I see a lot of future growth, and some of these companies are projected to 5 to 10x in the coming decade, which means you can 10x potentially your money. So that is what I'm doing right now, and I will get these videos out to you as soon as I can. Have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you guys soon. Smash the like button and you are a legend. Have the courage to believe in yourself, and you can achieve anything, my friend. Take care.